Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily analysis and predictions for global markets and commodities. In this analysis, with the help of candlestick charts and indicators, we will try to find out the direction for the day, the trading range for the day for global markets and commodities. Also, we will try to find out where to go long, where to go short, what could be our target and where to take profit. So this all will be decided in this analysis itself, and we will be looking into US, UK, Europe, India indices and gold, silver, crude oil and natural gas commodities. So those who are new to the channel, this is the first video for the day. Next video will be up just before the US cash session opens for US 30, US 100 and gold. So do press the bell icon. Now let's start the analysis with gold first. Let's talk about the daily charts here. The daily candle has just begun and you can see here. Now, in fact, if it goes till 1912, I will not recommend you to go long. Once it goes beyond 1912, then only I will recommend you to go long. Else, this could be a swing which might take it again downwards. This is very much possible. Right now, it is looking downwards. Right now, the candle is red here. Possibly, it may continue to do so. It can shed a little before looking forward to a rise. So, below 1912 levels, specifically I will say below this zone at 1906, one can remain short below 1906 levels, and the target should be at around 1895 levels. It can try to strike 1895, and in fact it can try to strike 1890, which is going to be a stronger support for gold for the day. So yes, one can remain short on gold on uh, till the time it is below 1906 levels, and you can expect it to drop till towards 1895, 1890, and below that it is going to be towards 1880 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Between 1906 and 1912, I think it is a no trade zone, and beyond 1912 definitely it will rise strongly. But let's have a look whether it is going to drop. Right, let me turn on the indicators also at the same time. Also looking at the indicators here is the 20 period moving average, which is lying at around 1880 levels. So even if it continues to drop, this level at 1880 should provide a very strong support for gold. And look at the stochastic, it is trading at bottom here, so a possible rise has to come on gold. It has to rise some point of time, if not today then tomorrow, but yes, it has to rise. That is what we can see here from the daily stochastic. And the MACD lines, this is what I will not expect, that if the MACD lines have crossed over and they are divergent, possibly we may see a little bearish move, but these can cross over again because this is based on the historical data. RSI is almost trading at comfortable levels here. Now come back to the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can see lower highs here and all well connected, and that is why I say one can remain short on gold till the time it is below 1906 levels. And yes, below 1906 you can expect it to come back till towards first. This support also has to be broken. This is the 50 period simple moving average on the 4-hour charts, and here is the 20 period moving average. So in between, rather I will say in between 1902 and 1910, one should not trade. These 8 points eliminate, or rather not, don't trade in between these 8 points. Below 1902 you can take a short position. Definitely it will try to come back to 1895 and then 1891, and then it can drop below towards 1885 and 1880 levels also beyond 1910 you can take a long position. Rather I will say 1912 you can take, because a little cushion has to be there. So beyond 1912 definitely it will rise towards 1915, 1918, 1921, and beyond that it will fly. So look at this. I will summarize for you everything at the end of the analysis. The 4-hour stochastic is comfortable. There is a possible crossover on the buy side on the 4-hour charts. And if you come back to the hourly charts, which is the nearest, here also it is looking forward to a drop, overbought here, and yes, the stochastic and RSI, everything is comfortable. So to summarize it here, don't take a trade or don't take a position in between 1902 to 1912 levels. These 10 points, let the markets, let the gold decide its direction for the day. Below 1902 you can take a short position for 1898, 1895, 1891 levels, and below 1891 again 1889 and 1880 will come into picture. For the day till the time it remains below 1912, one can remain short. So yes, but is it if it reverses beyond 1912, definitely you can take a long position there, and the stop loss should be against the same at around 1902 levels, where you can remain long on gold for the target of 1918, 1920 and 1925 levels. In fact, if it rises beyond 1925, definitely it will fly towards 1935, 1940, 1950 zone also. So take your positions accordingly. And below 1902, yes, 1880 levels definitely a very strong support for gold. Below that it might break. So this is a summary and a snapshot for the day. Take your positions accordingly. Don't trade between 1902 and 1912 levels. Now let's have a look at silver. Silver also forming the similar formation what we saw on gold, and that is what a long entry is recommended only beyond 2450 levels. Once it is beyond 2450, you can take a long position. Definitely it will fly towards 2460, 2480 and 2500 levels. On the downside, till the time it remains below 2450, you can expect first target is around here at 2420 and 2412 levels. It can drop till 2412, and below on that 2400 definitely has to be a very good support. But this is just on the daily charts. Look at the stochastic trading at bottom. It has to rise, but whether if it reverses today, then only we'll take a long entry, else it can continue to drop. The MACD lines are trying to converge and possibly crossover on the sell side here. On the 4-hour charts also, look at the 20 period moving average, giving it a little resistance here at 2440. And yes, it is also giving lower highs on the 4-hour charts, also higher lows. Hence, it has to give a breakout, and that is why I say don't trade between these levels. If it gives a bullish breakout, definitely it will fly. So take a long entry beyond 2450, definitely it will fly. And at the same time, if you take a short entry here, if you are looking forward to a short entry, rather I will say below 2430 itself, you can take a short entry, and then you can expect 2420, 2415 and 2412 and 2400 levels. These levels should definitely provide a stronger support for silver today. Also look at the stochastic here on the 4-hour charts, looking upwards. MACD is looking forward to a bullish crossover. RSI is comfortable. On the nearest time frame, that is hourly charts, similar is the observation, and little overbought, but now it has come back to comfortable levels and possibly a sell side crossover on MACD. So looking at this, let me summarize. You can take a long entry on silver only beyond 2450. Once it touches and sustains beyond 2450, you can take a long entry there, buy silver there for a target of 2460, the nearest resistance, and then 2480, 2500 will come into picture. Till the time it remains below 2450, you can remain short, and you can expect the first target as 2420 and 2435, and then 2420. Below that, it will try to hit 2412 and 2401 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Possibly it can reversal confirmation only is beyond 2450. Till the time it is below that, I think it may try to drop a little, and it can reverse also at the same time. So take your positions accordingly. Don't go with any bias, just trade with levels, and if it confirms, possibly you can remain short. Right now it is trading at 2435, so I will recommend you to put a short entry there, but very strict stop loss at 2450, and you can expect it to hit 2420 levels at least before trying to rise a bit. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at crude oil. Oil is trying to give a breakout on the hourly chart. The support lying here at 94.70 levels, and that is $94.7 levels, and you can see higher lows indicating this is a possible breakout which it can continue. Now the support here at 94.2 levels or 94.20 levels. Till the time it remains above 94.20, you can always expect it to rise. Possibly this time it may rise strongly on the upside, and it can. So here on the hourly charts, $96 levels are going to be a little stronger resistance for crude oil for any further rise. But once it rises beyond this zone at 9600, definitely the next target is 96.5 or $96.50 levels. One can take positions accordingly. Stochastic is comfortable, but let's have a look at the 4-hour and daily charts. On the 4-hour charts also similar is the observation. Higher lows, previously it was lower highs, now it is showing higher lows. So also the support coming into picture at exactly, as I said, precisely at 9470 levels. Now this level at 9470 is a very strong support for the day for crude oil. Any drop below 9470 should be taken as a good indication that it can act bearish. Also look at this on the 4-hour chart, it is showing a breakout. So now this is a breakout candle, and if it sustain, definitely it is trying to sustain. My next target is 96.5 levels or 96.50, and beyond that it will definitely fly towards 97 plus levels. See, on the 4-hour charts you can also observe that the next high should be at around 97.20 levels, somewhere here. So it can continue to rise till there. I am bullish on crude oil today. Probably we may see a good rise, but look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, unless it breaks 96.5 levels or 96.50 levels, uh, probably it can retrace a bit again, so towards 94.70. So be cautious. 96.5 levels or 96.50 levels should be a good level where you can expect it to rise, and keep a little cushion. It can continue to till there. Also look at this on the downside. Here this is the 20 here it is the channel median which has given it a support at 93.80, and here is the pivot at around 94.70. So these levels should provide a stronger support for crude oil for any further drop for the day, and till the time it remains above 94.70 levels or $94.7 levels, one can continue to remain long. Expect 96.5, $96.50 $96.5 levels or 96.50 levels to be achieved. It is looking forward to a crossover. Stochastic can try to act bullish. MACD has also shown a bullish crossover here. RSI is trading near overbought but comfortable levels. So to summarize it well, a possible long entry on crude oil can be taken beyond 96.50 levels, where it is going to act bullish beyond 96.50, rather add 20 more points, and 96.70 levels. Beyond that, definitely it will fly strongly, and till the time it remains below 96.7, there could be a sideways movement we might observe between 94.7 to 96.7 levels. In between these $2 movement, we have to be very cautious. In between these $2 levels, it can try to swing a bit in between these $2. And yes, a possible breakout can be expected. Right now at this point of time, if you ask me, I am bullish on crude oil, but I will always trade as per the levels. Later today it can drop again towards 94.7. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at natural gas. NG on the daily charts taking a support here from the 2800 period moving average at 4.38 or 4380 level. So this is $4.38. One should read as it, and $4.38 definitely should be a very strong support for NG. Breaking 4.38, definitely we may see a good fall till towards 4.28 or 4280 levels. Now remember, you can always see this zone at $4.38 or 4380 levels should be a very strong support. 20 period and 100 period moving average coming together here, and if it breaks this zone, it can directly land till towards, this is the 50 period moving average lying at around 4280 or $4.28 levels. So possibly we may see it dropping till there. Also look at this, the daily chart showing lower highs here. That is where we can expect that in fact till the time it remains below $4.62 levels today, that is 4620 levels today, till the time one can always sell the rise there, and one can always expect it to. However, this zone is definitely a stronger support. $4.38 level is a very strong support. We can expect a reversal from here, and it can continue to rise till 4600 or $4.6 levels. We can expect a reversal on natural gas. It can continue to rise from here, so possible long entry can be taken, but this is on the daily charts. We'll come back to the nearest time frame here. Stochastic at the oversold levels, MACD lines trying to cross over, RSI comfortable. Let's come back to the 4-hour charts. I think this will give you a better picture. Now see, on the 4-hour chart, it is clearly taken a support here at 4.38. and here also it is getting a 100 period moving average, and this is giving it a very strong support. So with the support at $4.38 levels, one can rise here. After this many red candles, it has to show a stronger green candle. My next target for natural gas is uh, here at 4.8, and then beyond 4.8 we may see it rising till towards 4.6 and $4.5 levels. Take your positions accordingly. We can expect a bullish reversal on NG, where you can expect it to see at around $4.6 levels or 4600 levels. So with the stop loss at $4.38 levels, one can remain long on NG for the day. One can always expect it to hit $4.5 the next target. Then rather I will say 4.448 the next target. Then 45.5 or $4.55 levels the next target, and then it will head towards $4.6 levels. So one can remain long on NG. The support or the stop loss is at around $4.38 or 4380 levels. Now look at the stochastic is near bottom. It has to rise from here, and MACD lines are wide and divergent on the sell side. Look at the hourly charts. All hourly charts are also showing a reversal here. Possibly we may see a rise till 4480 or 4.48, and then beyond that 4550 and 4600 should come into picture. So possible bullish move can be seen on NG, where the next target is towards 45.5 and 46 levels, and one can always remain long on NG today with the stop loss at 4.38. One can only go short on NG below 4380 or $4.38 levels. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's move towards Nifty. Now this is the hourly chart for Nifty. You can see the support lying here at around 16,750 levels, 16,740 levels, with the support at 16,740. Also on the hourly charts you can see higher lows indicating that possibly it is trading with a bullish bias, but there is a little resistance here at around 16,910 levels. So once it breaks 16,910, possibly we may see another bullish move on Nifty here, and once it breaks 16,910 there will be a stronger breakout towards 17,000 and plus levels. Also on the downside, breaking this zone at 16,900, possible 16,850, possibly we may see a stronger drop on Nifty also. This is also very much possible. Below 16,850 you can expect it to hit 16,800 levels, which is going to be a very strong support. But this is on the hourly chart. It is overbought on the stochastic on the hourly chart. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts too, it is trading with a bullish momentum right now. The support at around 16,740, and it is trying to give you a rise. Right now the next resistance zone for it to break it at 16,840. If you see it trading below 16,840, definitely it can drop. Also look at the 4-hour charts. This is trying to give you a breakout candle. So on the 4-hour charts, this is trying to give you a breakout candle, but the nearest resistance it has got is at around 16,930 levels. So once it breaks 16,930, one can go long, one can expect it to rise this time, and the rise is going to be stronger here for 16,970, and then beyond that you can remain long for 17,080 levels or 17,050 levels. One can always expect it to hit this zone at 17,080 and 17,110. This is going to be a very strong resistance for Nifty today if it continues to rise. At the same time, breaking below 16,850, one can remain short. If it breaks 16,850 zone here, the next support at 16,800 and 16,740. Remember, these two levels are very strong support levels for the day for Nifty for any further drop. If it drops below 16,740, one can remain short. One can expect it to hit 16,600, 16,500 zone again. So take your positions accordingly. But also let's have a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart. You can see it is overbought on the 4-hour charts, has to break. That is what is the confirmation. MACD lines are looking wide and divergent. And now let's come back to the daily charts here. On the daily charts, see it has given a lower high now. Also look at this. Almost the highs are well connected, and now only long I will recommend is beyond 16,900 levels, and only short below 16,800 levels. In this 100 points, don't take a position below 16,800 levels. Below 16,800 you can expect it to come back till towards 16,700, 16,600, and in fact below those levels definitely one can remain short and one can expect it to drop. and it might drop strongly this time if it continues to trade below 16740 levels. The target is 16600 and 16500 levels, and if it breaks here at 16950, if you see it trading beyond 16950, one can go long for 17100. So if you see it trading beyond 16950, one can definitely expect it to hit 17100 levels, possibly nearby levels. Definitely one can expect. Stochastic is looking upwards here, and MACD lines are trying to cross over on the buy side. So we'll be watchful here. A long entry is only recommended once it breaks 16900 or 950 zone, somewhere in between. It may achieve the high for the day before trying to take a drop. But yes, a long entry beyond 16950 is a good long entry for 17100. Almost 150 points you will get there if you trade above 16950, and a short entry below 16840 you can expect, where you can take the next target at 16800 and 16740 levels. Almost 100 points there on the downside, and it may try to swing a bit also before trying to decide a direction. But still very much right now I think it may try take a sideways movement, and I am bearish though for the month, also for this week also. But let's see how it goes, and a possible how it high at around 17100 cannot be denied before it tries to take a drop. And yes, below 16850 one can remain short for 16740 and 16600 levels. Below 16740 we may see a stronger drop towards 16600 and below levels. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at US30. This is the daily chart for US30. You can see lower highs here and failing to go past 34,000 levels. Only long entry for the day I will recommend is beyond 34,000 levels. If it breaks 34,000 level, yes, it will rise strongly this time. It can give you a very sharp bullish candle above 34,000 levels, where the next target is towards 34,300 and 34,400 levels. So this is what we can expect, but still it has to break beyond 34,000 level. Till the time it remains below, we can always expect it to drop. Also look at the previous candle lower lows it has given, indicating there is still bearishness here. Stochastic at overbought levels, hence if it breaks I won't see it as a surprise. MACD lines are trying to cross over on the daily charts, but let's have a look at the different time frames here. On the 4-hour chart, couple of observations on the 4-hour charts. Taking a base at 33,400, taking a base at 33,600 zone, and yes, in between 600 650 zone rather you can say, and then taking a base here at 33,800 zone. So once it drops below here at 33,750, definitely it will come back to 33,600, and below that it is going to break heavily. It is going to drop heavily towards 33,400 and 33,300 levels. On the upside you can see it is almost forming a double top here. So if you see it trading above 34,000 levels, don't shy away, go long. It will definitely rise. That is what is the mantra here for the success today. Long entry possibly beyond 34,000 levels only. And look at the hourly chart, similar is the formation, but at the same time we must not forget it is trying to form a base, as it is not breaking here at 33,850. If it breaks 33,850 and specifically 33,800, yes, that is a time you can expect that it is going to drop 33,700, and then it is going to come back towards 33,600 levels. Else till the time it trades beyond this zone, that is all, or it trades within this zone, that is 33,800 to 34,000, I'll expect that it can give you a breakout either ways any point of time today. But right now trading sideways, it can give you a breakout and give you a stronger green candle again. So trade with caution, but yes, once it breaks this zone at 33,800, possibly you can take it as a bearish indication for it to drop towards 33,600 and 33,500 levels also. Beyond that, definitely it will break significantly. And stochastic on the hourly charts is also overbought, so be a little bit cautious here. On the if you ask me a verdict right now, still I am looking forward to a sideways movement. But yes, if it breaks 34,000, I will be bullish for the day. Remember, if it breaks 34,000, once again I am saying only beyond 34,000 I'll be bullish for the day. Till the time it remains below 34,000 levels, I'll expect it to drop till towards 33,800 and then 33,600 levels. Today itself you might see these levels on the cards on the charts. So take your positions accordingly. The stop loss should be kept strictly at 33,800 and one can remain short of 34,000 and one can remain short on US 30. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at US 100. On the hourly charts, US 100 getting a support at 14,200, breaking 14,200. It can come back to 14,150, then 14,100 levels. This zone between 14,080 and 14,100 definitely is going to be a stronger support zone for US 100 for any downward move. This is the hourly charts. Overbought on the hourly charts. That is the call here. Now let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, similarly, it is getting lower highs here. This 100 period moving average, this is giving it a stronger resistance. So any rise beyond 14,280, any rise beyond 14,280, specifically 14,300, any rise beyond 14,300, one can go long. Below 14,300, how far it could go, yeah, where it could drop. See the next support, if you look at the 4-hour charts, the next support is only available at 14,080 and 14,120. This zone between 14,120 and 14,080 is important. Possibly once it breaks 14,080, and for the day, if it breaks 14,000 level, one can remain short on US 100. This time the break could be sharper. It can continue to break towards 13,900, 13,700, 13,500 levels. Again, the history might repeat here. So take your positions accordingly, but before that we'll look at the charts here and I will summarize. 4-hour charts overbought, hence possibly we might see a drop. MACD lines consistently in a buy zone. And now let's come back to the daily charts here. On the daily charts, similar is the observation. Here you can find that the resistance here at 14,300 is a very strong resistance. Beyond 14,300 and 14,350, you can expect it to rise strongly beyond 14,350. This is going to be a very strong rise. Once it trades above 14,350, definitely you can see a sharper green candle here, where you can expect, see the previous move from 13,880 to almost 14,300, almost 400 points of move we have seen here. If it breaks beyond 14,300 today and 14,340 specifically, definitely you will see almost 300 points on charts today again. So it will take it towards 14,500 levels, but till the time for the day it remains below 14,300, one can remain short. One can expect it to come back till towards 14,100 and 14,050. These two levels are very strong support levels, and specifically 14,000. So if it drops below 14,000, yes, it will drop below 13,900 too. It will drop below 13,830 also. So this is what we can see here on the daily charts. Also, stochastic is overbought on the daily charts, looking downwards. So possibly we may see a good break today. MACD lines have just crossed over and are bullish and divergent. That is the only worry point for me. The MACD lines have just crossed over and are still divergent and bullish. So yes, still be cautious, but yes, one can take a short position here at 14,180 levels, and then you can expect it to drop towards 14,150, 14,100, 14,050 levels. These three levels and 14,000, these four levels are very strong levels for the day. Any break below 14,000, one can definitely remain short and you can expect it to drop consistently. And on the flip side, the stop loss should be for the shorts to be at around 14,300. Any rise beyond 14,300, close your eyes, go long 14,340. Definitely it will rise towards 14,500 plus levels. So this is all for US 100. Now let's have a look at FTSE 100. FTSE 100 on the daily charts, you can see 7380. This is the 100-day moving average. This definitely should be a very strong resistance for the day. If you see it trading below 7390, I will say 7390. If you see it trading below 7390, one can go short again for 7350, and this time it is going to be further sharper correction towards 7320 and 7300. So take a short entry below 7390, that is the call. But at the same time, one must not forget that it has seen the lows, the highs for previous candle. We have seen higher highs, and hence if it continues to rise beyond this zone at 7440, you can take a long entry there. One can expect it to hit 7480 levels. So in between these 7440 to 7390, in between these 50 points, we have to be a little bit cautious. In between these 50 points, let it take a direction and take a long entry only beyond 7440 levels. At the same time, look at the stochastic here, overbought, looking downwards, we can see a crossover. MACD lines are wide and divergent, and R on a sell side. R is on 4-hour charts, it is comfortable here. On the 4-hour chart, stochastic is looking comfortable. Now look at the 4-hour charts here, and you can clearly see on the 4-hour charts how strong is the zone at 7350 and 7380. Multiple candles giving it a support here at 7350 7380 zone, and you can see it is failing to go below these levels, and till the time it remains below above this level, one can always expect it to rise, but only once, if till the time it remains beyond 7390. Breaking 7390, you can again expect it to drop towards 7350, but till the time for the day it remains above 7390, one can expect it to rise. Now look at the 4-hour charts also here. Lower highs is what we can see here, and that is why this is the 50 period moving average. That is why I say any breakout beyond 7450, definitely you can expect it to rise towards 7480, and 7500 also should be seen if it breaks beyond this zone. Also look at the stochastic trading at bottom, and MACD lines running parallel. Look at the hourly charts. On the hourly charts, story same, higher lows indicating possible bullishness, but it can break in a single go. See, higher lows indicating bullishness, but it can break in a single go. So any short entry should be taken at 7390. See, 100 period moving average, 50 period moving average converging here. Below 7390, definitely it can break. Till the time it remains below beyond 7390 and 7440, we have to be very cautious. Beyond that, definitely it will rise. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Germany 40. Now look at the charts on the Germany 40 here. Germany 40 taking a support at 14,280 levels and 14,300 levels. These two levels are stronger zone for Germany 40. So if it breaks 14,300, definitely that is the time I will recommend you to go short. Also on the hourly charts, 100 period moving average giving it a support at 14,350, and this shows a possible reversal candle after this couple of green candles. But we have to be very observant here, and yes, this zone at 14,300 should be a very strong support for Germany 40. Below that, it will again come back till towards 14,200, and then below that is what is the observation here. And now look at the stochastic on the hourly chart. It is overbought here and can break. That is what is the indication. On the 4-hour charts, yes, there is a support at around 14,250 levels, but at the same time we must not forget, see, there is a strong support at 14,200. It has got a very strong support. Breaking 14,200 for the day, you can remain short. Also 14,250 levels should provide a very strong support for any further drop. So in between 14,300 to 250, don't take a position, and below 14,250 you can expect it to break. Also look at the 4-hour charts. The bulls are not giving that much a control, and a long entry beyond 14,400 is only recommended. Beyond 14,400, it will definitely try to hit 14,500 levels again. So this is what we can see on the 4-hour charts. Stochastic near to overbought levels, but looking downwards, and hence it can try to break a little. Now come back to the daily charts. On the daily charts, it is trying to form a step here and trying to rise with the support at this zone. How far this could go, at least it can come back till towards 14,500 zone, and look at the support at 14,300. So yes, if it breaks between 14,300 and 14,350, don't take a position. Below 14,300 and 250, so below 14,250 you can expect it to drop, but till the time it remains above 14,300, it can always rise towards 14,400 14,500 zone. That is the possible target. It may try to hit 14,500 today before trying to take a drop. So yes, a short entry is recommended below 14,250 only, where 14,200 should provide a stronger support, else it can continue to rise towards 14,500 again. Take your positions accordingly. This is all from my side for global markets and commodities analysis. Join my Telegram channel for details, and you can also be part of my mentorship batch. The next batch is starting on 14th of March. Be the part of the batch, and definitely the strategy is taught in the course and will help you not only preserve your capital but gain and make capital. So please invest in your learning first before trying to jump into the ocean, and definitely you can become a proficient and efficient trader by being the part of the mentorship batch. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training related queries. My email ID and Telegram IDs are mentioned in the description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.